What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Stina Dias, and you are tapped in right here live. We are at the podcast studio. A lot of y'all have been waiting on these episodes to drop, and I'm so happy to bring it here with y'all and with our first guest, Shuntel Renay, the girl in the yellow dress who took social media by storm. And when I say storm, I mean storm. How you doing today, girl?
I'm blessed.
Blessed.
I feel pretty good.
Blessed.
How about you?
I'm well. Honestly, I've been trying to get an interview forever. I'm so happy you're here.
Yes, but it's all about timing. It's all about timing. So
it is. It is
supposed to happen now.
It is. Right. So let's hop into it. Like, the social media realm is so new now. As far as not even just becoming famous or getting some type of like attention or light for what you do, balancing that in your regular life, your regular social media. When you first started taking off, what did that look like? And then did you even know that you were taking off? Or was it kind of like, okay, I'm getting love. Okay, wait, I'm getting a lot of love. Hold on, wait, who's reposting me? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that pipeline and how did it even start?
So people don't know this, but I was trending before the girl in the yellow dress. I just wasn't trending the way I am now. When I was doing certain videos before the girl in the yellow dress, it just, I don't know, it felt good. Mm. It just felt like, okay, just keep going. Yeah. Just keep going. Like, just stay consistent. Just keep going no matter what. And I know it was bringing sales and business to my business. And to the point where before the girl in the yellow dress, when I got a lot of followers out the blue on Instagram, then I knew somebody with a big platform share a video. Mm-hmm. And I probably didn't catch it because I didn't catch the tag, or it's just one of those things where, okay, just keep going. You're on the right track. So, just being consistent. I've been consistent for a really long time. And it just, I don't know, even today, I'm still adapting to my new lifestyle. Yeah. I've come far away with adapting, but I still feel very, I don't want to say normal. I know I'm rare, but I still feel like a regular person. I'm very transparent on my platform. That's very important to me, to be very transparent and not change. But I do know I have to move a certain way now.
Absolutely. So. I mean, and with that, what comes with that? Because I definitely understand what you're saying. With me, I don't want to say it's imposter syndrome, but you almost like, I know who I am. I don't feel like I've changed. I think it's more so about the people around who see who you are now that have changed, right? So like with your friends, with family, what are those interactions like? Have you gotten people trying to, get certain things out of you or push certain things or promote? Like what does that look like? Because I know they on your block beating it down.
So it is very much so real when they say people try to come back around. It's real and I see it. One thing I hate to this day is that people think I'm rich. Yeah. Friends, quote unquote, ex-friends who have unfriended me, cut me off years ago out the blue. Girl, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, then you have me blocked. Like one girl from, I went to elementary school with, she hit me up asking for money. I almost fell for it because I have a big heart and I had to like restrict that DM because I'm like, I can't see that. Because I'm like, first of all, I got my own problems. I'm not rich. I will say this, the girl in the yellow dress changed my life. I will say that. Financially, exposure wise, it just really changed my life. I'm not broke, but I'm not where I want to be. I still have my own life. I still got bills and things to take care of. But it is definitely a real thing. Guys, girls, people will try coming out left and right trying to shoot their shots. Yeah. But one thing I'm still adjusting to is, even when I was very, very popular, even to this day, people know who I am from the Country Wayne skits, from the girl in the yellow dress. And it makes me feel good because a lot of times they express how much I've changed their lives. And I got a lot of those DMs when I was at my highest peak too. So yeah, I just have to be very careful because one thing about it, and what I learned early this year is that I don't want to be friends with a fan. I want to be friends with people who are a fan of me, not a fan, because it gets crazy.
And anybody come
like
around
competition, trying to come on to you. trying to compete with you, copying you, like obsessed with you. That's a real thing. That's scary. So my eyes have been awake.
Yeah. So that pipeline, I know, like I said, balancing everything. Love life. What does that look like? Is there one? I mean, and even outside of that, with what you do, I guess the person that you are with cannot be insecure either, because you're around people who are in the industry, more specific to social media. But what are you dating? Is it anybody that you would date? And if you were wanting to date somebody, like, what does that even look like?
Child. It's hard. I don't even know where to start. Guys who did me wrong, try to come back. Who just went ghost on me out the blue for no reason, try to come back. I was talking to somebody, and I'm gonna just say this: you gotta be careful. Like when you're just gotta be careful dating other influencers, because people can be jealous, and that goes for men. I don't want to go too deep into that part, but men and women. So I decided recently that I kind of want to like just date, like open my mind and date a regular guy. Yeah. Because just being more open, because I was so focused on trying to date other people who live the same life as me. But that can be hard, because those people, when you hit a certain what you call it? You hit a certain level, or it's the other term I'm trying to find it. They won't even congratulate you. So I observed a lot, and gotta be very careful. So I'm dating. I'm talking to people. So I'm not exclusive yet. I am ready to settle down. I want something real. I want something I never had before. So I've learned, because I'm in therapy. I've been in therapy for over a year now, and I push it a lot. I've learned that it's okay to walk away from something that doesn't bring you peace, that doesn't love you. If it's affecting you mentally, if it's not helping you to evolve in a healthy way, you got to walk away from it. And it feels so freaking good, because that's the same situations too long. But now I'm just more so focused on, okay, what do you want from me? What are your goals? What are your intentions? So, I'm conversing. I like this one person. Okay. We're just gonna see where it go, but I'm learning how to properly date, because I was dating wrong as well. Yeah. So
it's so funny I asked it, because I'm also looking to understand, because I have to watch out for who I date and who I'm around and stuff like that. But let's get back to the yellow dress.
And it's hard too. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
It's hard because some people intentions aren't pure. Like when I say so many people try to come back, and I'm like, you trying to come back because I'm hot right now, and I'm hot in general. But people, even if I hopped on a dating site for a little bit to see how it works. Yeah. People know who I am on that. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I'm not.
So you couldn't even be exactly.
Yeah. I don't want somebody who want to show me off because of who I am. I want somebody who wants me for me. Yeah. And they're not intimidated. They're not jealous of my lifestyle. They're secure with themselves and stuff like that. So
yeah. I love it. Let's get to this yellow dress. How did the challenge start? Like, was it something on TikTok? Because I know I saw the dance, like everybody was doing it to Monica, right? And then you took it to like overload, like to the point where now you are where you are. How did it start? So
I've always, one thing I don't like to call myself, to call myself a content creator. I'm an artist. I'm an actress who create. People don't know, but I'm an actress first. So that's why a lot of my content looks very real. You can't even tell if I'm playing or not. Right. So it was just one of those things where it was just a video, and I just, like, even with the guy I like, people was doing this. It's cute, but I did my own thing, and that video took off. And Taraji P. Henson reposted the video back in, and that video was like a year old, but she reposted that video back in February. Yeah. And
that's the dope part about social media. It lived forever.
Yeah. So, exactly. So I've always had this thing of just doing something different. what can I do to think outside of the box? But it's not even about thinking out of the box to, what I can do. It's just more so like, okay, what's my idea? This song is trending. What can I do? What story can I tell that's relatable to the audience? Because people, like, even when I was doing my come through the door tipsy, come home to your man tipsy, some people with a larger platform took that exact same idea,
and ran with
it to where people were tagging me onto their post, and I wasn't getting credit. And I'm like, you doing you trying to do the same moves? You know, it looks too forced. Yeah. I was the original, but anyway, whatever. So, So with that trend, I was talking to a guy for a little bit, for about a week, about a month. And one thing about me, I don't give my time and energy to just anybody. Yeah. So if I invest some type of energy into you, then okay, I'm pulled in a little bit. That guy broke my heart. Of course, he tried to come back in August.
Spin the block.
But anyway, I channeled those emotions a little bit, and I use those. I use a lot of times real life situations, like or something that someone around me has went through, or I create a story because I'm an actress and we create stories, right? So I just did the video, and the guy who hurt my heart, I was wanting to work it out with him, and when that song came on, I'm like, okay, let me go do this. Yeah, I'm dancing because I want to do something like this similar anyway. I was gonna have like a big boom box or whatever, but it turned into okay, let me just go outside and chase a car. Yeah, and it came out to be where this guy has a U-Haul. Let me use him, and I'm like, because the whole idea is, I'm dancing for his heart. Right. Because it always been the other way around in like old school movies where if a man wanted his woman back, he was always downstairs with the loud music with the boom box. But I wanted to change the story around because people fail to realize women also mess up and
wanting to get back
with their man. It's not always the man, it's the woman too. So I wanted to just show my personality. I'm not afraid. And then also too, when I create content, I wear my clothes. Yeah, that's how I'm marking it. And I didn't expect my goal wasn't to wear that dress and it caused a whole debate on whether it's yellow or green. Yeah. I was just very smart with my marketing skills to show like, okay, I'm gonna this is my dress, like, and it just happened, and it worked. And I didn't drop the first. I love that. I didn't drop the first video for it to take off the way it did. Yeah, I just listened to the audience of what they want, and I just kept the storyline going. Right. So I turned into a whole storyline. It is based on a true story. So,
and what's even, and we're gonna get into that. What's even funnier? Prior to the yellow dress, you were pushing Shuntel Renay Boutique. And that's how you were pushing your clothes.
That's how I was making my money.
Exactly. Yeah. And so it got to a point, y'all, I tried to order something. She was like, I'm not in town. I'm like, dang. I sure did. Yeah. So I'm like, the fact that you didn't even expect for the dress to be that controversial, for it to create a wave, and for it to now be
the whole social media trending.
The entire social media. And then TikTok. You got Monica.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Girl, how did you feel? Because as soon as she posted, I'm like, Shuntel just got Monica to post. The girl who made the song?
Yes,
I
love
Monica. That's crazy.
So it's crazy because her team did reach out to me back in October of last year wanting to collab. Yeah. We were supposed to collab. And, eventually Monica did follow. Like, we share words sometimes. I call her auntie. She call me niece. So we do share words sometimes, and I'm still connected with the person who reached out to me. But, if it's meant to be, it'll be. But, she been like, when she reposted my video, she been saw it. Yeah. I didn't do it for her to reach out to me. I did it because I loved it. I didn't do it for a collab. I did it because I was creating a storyline. Right. But we interact in her comments on her posts often, and she's amazing. And she's so slept on. She deserves her flowers. Yeah. But it's good that I'm very happy that she has acknowledged me, and if it's meant to be, because we were supposed to link up to do a collab. Yeah, it hasn't happened, but Heavenly Father, if it's meant to be, it will be. It'll be a blessing to work with her though, for sure.
Yeah, it's like I said, the fact that it went from that to now you're able to push this full time. When you did end up transferring, like from, I want to say, quote unquote, regular life, so where, you know, having your job, clocking in, you know, that type of thing, the switch, when did you feel like, okay, it's time for me to jump off the porch with this? Like, I have to now because more of my time has to be dedicated to this.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, I pretty much became an entrepreneur anyway. Mm-hmm. But then, of course, eventually I went back to waitressing. Mm-hmm. So I left my waitressing job last year back in October, when I realized a lot of employees were jealous of me.
Yeah.
They're older women, they're like in their 40s and late 30s and stuff, don't have a life.
Yeah.
And I just got tired of the negative energy, and I just felt like I was just too big for it. And then around that time, that's when, you know, Country Wayne them reached out to me, wanting to work with me because I was trending. So it made, you know, it helped me build a fan base with Country Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, so it became too much and an inconvenience of filming. So I'm like, I gotta choose.
Yeah.
So I chose filming.
Yeah.
And then I was still going ham with the girl in the yellow dress. Like, you know, I made money from that.
Yeah.
You know, I was promoting Black businesses. It took to a whole business for me. So it's a brand. That's why earlier I was like the girl in the yellow dress. Yeah. It's a brand for me. You know, I'm not gonna do it forever. I do it every blue moon. But I am on to the next chapter. But it will always be a part of me. Yeah. People talk about, you need to frame that dress, and I am.
You probably should.
I am gonna frame it for memories, man. Cause that changed my life, not just for me, but for other people.
Yeah.
Like around that time, I was getting so many DMs, but after a while, it started messing with me mentally. Mm-hmm. Like I became depressed. Because,
really?
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
Really?
And I kept going.
Behind what? So were people reaching out saying that they wanted? They wanted to find a man, or they were saying that their videos made you happy?
I became depressed because it was just too much for me. I got burnt out.
Yeah.
And I kept going for them, for my I don't like call my fans
supporters.
Fans.
Yeah.
I call them family. I kept going hard for my family.
Yeah.
So because of all the heartfelt messages I was getting, even to this day, I just try to heart the message or keep swiping because people are like, I miss the yellow dresses. Yeah. So when I drop them, they be like, oh, can you bring these back, please? I'm like, I can't, you know. Even I would never forget this one comment this man said last year. He was like, y'all better appreciate this now because she ain't gonna do it forever. And he was right. Yeah. So, you know, and then around that time, you know, I was getting a lot of negative. I mean, I had more positive support than anything, but to have people making bad videos about me on TikTok and talking about they tired of me and people making a joke out of me about the little bag thing, that started that was messing with me. Like, I had got a lot. And then this one lady from New York, I was about to sue her. I had to handle that on social media because she went viral for making a false video about me and just trying to get clout. Yeah. And she was threatening me and everything and stuff like that. So a lot of things and I lost fans from that. But and that was new for me. So it was just a lot going on behind closed doors, and I was dealing with something serious within my family, my immediate family. Somebody almost passed away. So and I just kept going. You just didn't know what I was going through. Right. But I got burnt out, girl. I got tired, child.
So with that burnout, like, and I know I keep jumping because every time you say something, I'm like, you would have never known, obviously, from just looking at your social media. And I think that's kind of, I guess, the misinterpretation of being an entrepreneur or being a boss or being a actress who creates content, a public figure, where it's like, okay, you always supposed to have this glamour or, you know, this type of ideology happening. But it's like, hold up. I'm a real person. You know what I'm saying? How'd you bounce back? What methods did you use?
Cause I'm seeing, I got disgusted posting my videos. It's like I post a video and I just cringe and I would just get depressed. I figured out a way to try to turn the storyline into looking for a new man. Yeah. But it was doing okay. It wasn't doing as good as the yellow dress. So from there, I did that for like 2 months or so. Then I went back to doing the yellow dress. But I was only doing it every blue moon. Yeah. And I was okay with that. Even to this day, sometimes when I post it, I do feel like a small emotion come up to me, but it's not as bad as it was, you know, last year. Yeah. Cause I was dropping those videos like twice, 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I was on fire.
You was knocking it down. You was knocking it down.
I lost the question. What's the question again?
Basically the transition.
How did I bounce back?
Yeah.
I just took control over my feelings, like coming to realization, like, Shuntel, okay, you don't have to do this forever. Mm-hmm. You know, you can do other things. And people didn't realize what, you know, some people were like, oh, I don't know. People, I do have people asking me often, hey, is this you and Tyler Perry, All the Queen's Men? Is this you on Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
Like, people don't know, but I'm 10 years, I'm about to hit 11 years in this industry as an actress. So even with the content I create now, I'm like, okay, I'm showing my audience that I do other things too. Mm-hmm. Every blue moon, I throw like throwbacks out there with the yellow dress. People really love it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm just focused on, okay, what can I do to keep evolving? Because I can't sit here forever. Yeah. So, you know, I still bring her out sometimes. I don't do the dance more so, but it's just more so like it's still a part of my brand. So the yellow dress, the girl in the yellow dress is going to always be a part of me for sure.
Absolutely.
And I call her the girl in the yellow dress because that's a whole character. Yeah. Yeah.
And again, like you said, you're an actress first, and this is just content that you've created. This is one of your characters. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like I can be anywhere and I have the dress on. And soon the sun come on, I'm about to do it. I go right into character.
Yeah. Yep. Just hop into it. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So as far as like your acting, and actually before I even get into that, you worked with Stacey Abrams.
Yes.
You worked with Stacey Abrams. I
don't know how they found my number, but they found my number.
Stacey Abrams. I'm like, wait a minute. She's running for governor right now for Georgia. So not only are you influencing culture, you're influencing politics.
Yeah.
That is major. Like, that is major. I'm just giving you your props right now. Like, it's not even to talk about, but that's a prop thing as far as, again, you did this just off the strength of, this is my personality. We just going to keep building and stacking and stacking. And you looked up and you're like, wait a minute, I'm far. Yeah. But for Stacey Abrams to reach out in the peak of her campaign, you were on her bus with this dress on.
She is so funny.
Oh my God. Like, what was the interaction?
Stacey Abrams, she is hilarious. Mm-hmm. She's really, really cool, and she's really sweet. And she's like dry comedy. Yeah. She's like, she don't smile a lot, but she may say something, and it's like you can't tell if
she being serious or not.
I can't explain it, but she's really cool and she's funny naturally. And she's a sweetheart. Yeah. I wish she would have won. I know people was really enjoying that content. And it was a really good look. That was a really good look. Because like I said, you know, Monica reposted. And it brought a lot of love my way. And people voted because of that video. And people outside of the state wanted to vote because of that video. But they couldn't because they weren't local. Yeah. But it was a blessing. So I still have a pin on my video now on my page.
Yeah. So. I'm not going to lie. When I seen it, it made me past happy, because it's one thing to become a sensation and have a moment on social media, but it's another thing to create moments. Like, you didn't just do it one time, and then they weren't small moments either. You know what I'm saying? Working with Country Wayne, their team reaching out to you. He's also another comedian / actress. You know, he just went on tour, I believe. Yeah. Working with him, what is that like? How was that interaction?
Working with Country Wayne is a blessing as well. Country Wayne is so funny. Yeah. You know, it just shows me that even with Desi Banks, and I work with Desi Banks sometimes, to see where Desi Banks came from, because we took acting classes together. I knew him before he got really, really big. To see where he's at, to see where Country Wayne is at, it's just motivation to me. Even with B. Simone and Pretty V, it just shows me like, okay, I'm on the right track. Sometimes I feel like I'm behind. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. My content is getting better. I'm just learning to trust myself more. I never really trusted myself. Yeah. But I'm learning to trust my gift and my knowledge and my talents and my creativity. Yeah. But working with Country Wayne, that was a blessing, because I have fans from Country Wayne. Like, people know me. People know, although they hate my character, and I don't really like my character as much either. Yeah. But I know it's a part of the acting, because sometimes you're not gonna really like your character. It just depends on which episode I'm doing and what I gotta do. But it just depends, you know, it's cool. But anyway, so working with them it has really helped expand my brand.
Yeah.
Because I have fans in the Country Wayne Club.
Mm-hmm.
I have fans in the Girl in the Yellow Dress. And I have fans in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like this white lady ran up to me at one music fest. Oh my God, I'm such a fan of you. I love you so much. I was like, oh, and she white.
Yeah.
And she was like, girl, I'm sorry you got beat up so much. I'm sorry you got beat up the way you did at in the strip club. And I'm like, wow, this lady really do watch the episode. Because she really explained it. You know, I'm sorry about your black eye.
Yeah.
I'm like, she really do watch.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show like people, it just puts me in a position to like, okay, Shuntel, a lot of things that I used to post, I can't post anymore when it comes to captions and statuses. I'm still learning that because it's been ugly. So I'm learning that, okay, Shuntel, you are a public figure. You have a large platform. You are an influencer.
Yeah.
I'm still nowhere where I want to be. I feel like I fell off a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Because I'm, you know, but you need to have that thought, that mindset in order to push forward. So
that's crazy. The fact that you've reached so many people, has anybody anywhere else, like in Atlanta, is it surprising to you when people walk up to you and know you, like still?
I get that often, like still.
Yeah.
Even at one music fest, like I got videos on my phone, I got to edit. Like people know who I am. I just play along with them. I'm like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
So it happens all the time. Like people know who I am without my wig on.
Yeah.
Without makeup on, natural face.
Because you've shown it all on social media. You've been very transparent.
Like it's crazy. People know who I am without makeup and stuff. Like UPS driver was trying to shoot his shot at me a couple weeks ago. He was like he was flirting really hard, and people be knowing who I am, but they don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Or like this lady, people send me DMs. Hey, I saw you at Whole Foods today. I wanted to say hi, but I didn't want to interrupt you. You know your space.
That's respectful.
And she was like. And she was the one I complimented. I said she was going, because I compliment people all the time out in public. So it was just really nice to know, like, wow, this is really my life now. Yeah. But I feel I'm not where I want to be. Yeah. You know, so.
So as a successful influencer, as a continued actress, how are you balancing, you know, putting in, still getting in those acting classes, still going on auditions? Because that's a strenuous process also, you know, being an actress. So, I mean, as far as still keeping that social media realm active and popping because, you know, it's moving, and then with you having to do auditions and stuff like that, how is it either worked with each other, worked against each other, or kind of collided in a positive or negative way?
It worked together.
It did.
I honestly have not been in acting class in a minute. Because it's like, I don't know. I've been in workshops, but it's been a minute. Yeah. You know, I'm going to always need training, and I will get back into that space soon. But right now, it's a lot going on, and my money is going other places, like even the strike right now. Yeah. The strike has been going on for several months, so auditions are a little bit slow. But they coming in. I got an audition before I got here. Yes. So, and that's due Monday. So I'm going to get that taped this weekend. But even before the strike, I was getting opportunities from like Ghost, opportunities from BMF, from like series regular, from like shows on CBS. So, because I have a manager out in LA for TV and film, but I also have a manager for my bookings out in LA as well. So, you know, it's a real thing. You're having a following, having engagement definitely does help on social media, unfortunately. But what's a blessing to me is that people see my personality, and people also see that I have the talent and the following. So it's kind of like, you know, a lot of times in the past, even to this day, people will get cast into a role because of who they are on social media or who, you know, their followers, but they suck as an actress. But for me, I have the whole package, and absolutely. I'm just, honestly, I feel like I'm just getting started. Once this strike is over with, I feel like I'm gonna book something. Yeah. It's gonna be so much stuff coming out because a lot of writers, they're not really shooting anything. Yeah. But I'm still getting auditions like once, one or two times a week. That's good during this strike.
Yeah, that's major.
So, you know, I've been getting some really good auditions, even for P Valley. You know, I had auditioned for a series regular. I didn't book it, but to get in a room, to get seen, to get the opportunity is a blessing, because you get, these casting directors are getting thousands and thousands of submissions, and maybe about 30 to 50 people or so auditioned for it. Mm-hmm. But I know who I am on social media and whatever has played a part, because even one of the biggest casting directors here in the Southeast, he finally followed me a couple weeks ago, about 2 months ago, back between now and August. That was huge, because he got his favorite that he liked. Yeah. So for him to follow me, that just goes to show my chances are higher. A book or something, he's gonna give me an audition because he believes in me. He see what I can do on social media. He see that. So it's like when a casting director follow you on social media, that's a good, because they mean fine. They're gonna really work hard to get you in the room and to get booked. Yeah, because they believe in you. So, what advice would you give to someone who is struggling with not just social media following, but just finding themselves as an actress or an actor in that space? Somebody who's trying to transition, who wants to transition, who doesn't necessarily have, I guess you could say, the formula, because it's some type of formula, What advice would you give to them? When you say space, what kind of space? As far as, again, balancing between building up your social media presence, because now it actually matters, as opposed to back then where it was like you go in to audition, if you got the talent and whatever it is good, but you get a leg up if you have some type of following behind you already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of times, even to this day, people still can book stuff with less following. It's very possible. Yeah. A lot of times it's about who you know. Mm-hmm. And sometimes if the person just have talent, they'll book you. It depends. Yeah. But the advice I would give someone is stay consistent. Just do what you can. Just do what you know. You're going to learn. Be open to learning. Because I'm still telling myself to this day and telling myself now that it's a journey, and I'm starting to love the journey, because I'm coming to realization that where I want to be so bad, maybe I'm not ready for it right now. And I don't want to skip to that position and I mess up. Mm-hmm. That's a real thing. So I'm in that phase too. I'm still learning. So I just say, just enjoy the journey. Just do what you think, do what you can, stay consistent, find your niche, just put in the work and just really see, if you give up, it wasn't for you. You wasn't right. serious. Right. It's okay to rest. It's okay to take a break, but you got to look at even to this day, I be so tired when I audition sometimes. Yeah. I can it's been times where I didn't even wash my face of makeup. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to take my audition, and I had to just touch it up, and it did not look the very best of my audition, but I got the audition done. So I've come to that point where this is the grind, and it just takes for one yes. Because KJ Smith, I love her. She just got married to Black from All the Queen's Men. She's on Sisters. Oh yeah. They had a little fun wedding too. Yeah. So when I hear her story, I feel so connected to her. I feel like I'm on the same exact path as her right now. I'm 31, and she got her big yes when she was 34, 35 years old. That's motivation for me. And she just kept going. She just kept hustling and striving. And for me, it just takes for one yes. Yeah. And, last year when I filmed on Tyler Perry's show and Wu-Tang, I feel like I did terrible. I did not like it. Really? I did not like it. Girl, I was not prepared. Really? First time in New York, I was bloated as heck. My body wasn't cooperating properly, and it messed with me mentally to where I was insecure. But that just goes to show me, okay, I got to be ready. But it's a part of the lesson, because a lot of our favorite actors, they all weren't strong. A lot of them weren't strong when they started out. They are stronger now. So I'm learning to just continue to trust the journey that, okay, where I'm at right now is where I'm supposed to be. So just stay consistent, give yourself grace. I'm still working on giving myself grace, and just being easy. Like I have to work on like really hugging myself. Like, Shuntel, like you're doing the best that you can.
Mm-hmm. And what you know how to do.
Yeah. Like what you know now is just what you're supposed to know. Just figure out. It's not easy, but this ain't for the weak.
Yeah.
So you got to really figure out if this is what you really want to do.
Yeah. So I want to double back to that transparency on social media also.
And study people too. Study other actors and creators.
That is smart. Yeah. Be in the rooms. Transparency. Like there's been a couple times where you've posted and you've kind of let your followers know what you were going through, whether it be mentally, whether it be with your journey, like those types of things. What compels you to do it? And then the responses that you get back, are those responses aiding in you, or is it the purpose of, let me just say that, and then how to continue to be transparent on social media?
That's a hard question to answer because I don't know why I do those things. I think it's more so I want to let people in on my journey to know that I'm human. I go through things too. And also too, I don't have a lot of friends. And I think it also comes from a place of validation. I didn't get a lot of validation growing up. I didn't get a lot of attention. So I feel like when I post something, it's almost like I'm crying for help. I need some advice. I need the encouragement. So it's kind of like I post as a cry for help in a way. Yeah. And along that way, it's like a thing of, it's many different emotions of thing of like posting it to see like, reassure myself I'm not alone. A lot of people are going through the same thing, if not worse. And it just makes me feel good to know that I inspire people. And I know it's going to probably resurface in the future. I don't care. Yeah. Because it helps me to look back at my growth diary, my chapter of, oh, wow. Even when I see like throwback stuff on Facebook, some things I reposted, some things I just sit there and be like, that little girl was just so heartbroken. She was just so broken. She was figuring it out. And it's like, it makes me love myself harder. Like the inner daughter, the inner child in me is just, it's like you can look in the eyes of what I saw of like how far I've come. And it makes me emotional sometimes to see like, wow, you were so hard on yourself. And it's like, I got to go harder for that very reason. So yeah, I forgot the question, but I hope I answered the question.
Basically just as far as being transparent, you said you really
just
don't
being
know
transparent.
why.
Like I'm not, one thing about me, I'm not going to change for anybody. I do have to be careful with being too honest and too transparent because I can be. But I just like to, it helps me with my healing too.
With anything, more than anything.
Yeah, it helps me with my healing as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love that.
I'm just honest. I'm real.
That's real.
I don't call myself. I don't refer to myself as a bitch.
Right.
But I'm a real one. So
yeah. So I want to see dream collaborations, whether it be influencer, actor, producer, director, dream people that you want to work with, or people that are on your list that you're going to work with.
That's a hard question to answer because I don't necessarily just have one person to work with. I really can't answer that question. Yeah. I just want to work with someone who's going to help me elevate and help me grow. Like pull my hand, you know, what's the next chapter? People I want to work with is more so like on TV shows. Like I want to be a series regular on some TV shows. That's what's most important to me because that's what I want to do. But I can't sit here and say influencers who I want to work with. I've come to realization that I'm in the same pool as them now. Yeah. I may not have as many followers as them, but people know who I am, whether they're following me or not. Yeah. So, I just feel like I'm up there because a lot of those influencers I used to watch a couple of years ago who has like millions and millions of followers, they're following me on social media now. So it just goes to show me like, okay, I'm in that bracket. I'm just not at their level just yet. So it's a good amount of people I would love to work with, but it's more so kind of like, okay, Shuntel, stay focused on your journey, on your brand, your platform. If the opportunity presents itself, cool. Cause like even like what's his name, Funny Marco. Yeah. he reached out to me during my high peak. I didn't know who he was, and how he came at me. I was rude.
You ain't like it.
I ain't like it.
Me and Marco grew up together.
Yeah. So I got some in my eye. He's real cool. Oh my gosh, something's in my eye. He's real cool, but I ain't like how he came at me at the time. He was just like, "What's your number?" I'm like, "Who for what?"
Right, and then who's asking?
And yeah, I still kind of sometimes I did beat myself up about that later. I'm like, dang, that's who was who. But at the same time, I'm just like, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it probably just wasn't my time. It wasn't my path.
Yeah,
you know. But he cool. You know, but I just feel like, dang, you know, I missed out on the opportunity. But I'm like, it just probably wasn't my
time.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
but he's cool. He's funny.
So for making yourself or helping yourself stay balanced, and again, being so exposed, or your life being so exposed, regardless of it being a skit, regardless of whatever, like your life is exposed now. How do you unwind? How do you draw back? How do you center, focus, de-escalate yourself out of these situations and out of acting? Because again, you like you said, once the camera's on, you in it.
Yeah. Turn my phones off. Turning my phone automatically going do not disturb at 8:00, 8:30. I'm still working on this, but I've come far, and just realizing that I don't have to respond right away. I used to always feel like I had to respond right away. Not feeling bad if I don't respond back like the same day. Sometimes mentally, I don't have the mental space.
Yeah.
And that also have taught me and gave me grace on other people as well. Sometimes people don't have the mental space to respond. So I just unwind by learn to say no. I'm still working on being comfortable in that area. Guys, I feel guilty for saying no, but being okay with saying no. You don't have to go somewhere if you don't want to go. Being okay with saying I'm not available. Cause I don't go anywhere that's not beneficial for me. If I'm getting paid for it, depending on what it is, okay, I'll be there. What's up? Okay, what do you need from me? Yeah. What do you want me to do? But if it's not paid, then it's more of kind of like, okay, how can this benefit me? Like I came out here, you know, for you because it's like I support what you're doing, and you on your way up.
Yes. It's
so
going.
Yeah. But you know, people have reached out to me about a podcast often, and I say I'm not available. Yeah. It just depends on, I got to check you out. What can you bring to the table? What do you, just, I got to do my research, but with you, I know you.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, I just, if this day is my rest day, it's my rest day. I might turn I got 3 phones. I may turn 2 of them phones off and don't turn them on for the whole day. And being okay with, if someone texts me, respond tomorrow. Yeah. Being okay with, if I'm working out in the morning, I can respond after I'm done working out, or when I feel like it, or when I'm mentally available. Because sometimes my mental space is like, I need a break.
I need a second. I need a minute.
So just really like, I don't know, just going at my own pace. Yeah.
So what does your lifestyle look like now? Your day to day, like
it's very consistent.
Your eating habits, like what does it look like? Because I know you got to be strenuous now because this count for something.
Yeah. So I've always been pretty healthy.
For sure.
When I've eaten, I'm a lot healthier now. I'm naturally that way. I've always been this way though, but I'm knowledgeable in a lot of areas. I work out. I got a lot more grown woman weight on me now. But I'm learning to just love my body. Yeah. So I don't know. I just naturally go for the healthier snacks. Yeah. Now, when I'm depressed, it's been a minute though. I do tend to emotionally eat sometimes as well, but I may go for a healthier snack. In the past, I would go for a bad snack, but I don't know. My life is inconsistent. Like, we were supposed to be here yesterday, and I had to reschedule. Even like next Wednesday, I got invited to Tyler Perry's premiere for a movie, and I'm gonna be there because it's like networking. So I had to reschedule something to the next day. So it's about choosing what's beneficial for me because you never know you're going to meet. You just never know. It's about, you know, being in the space at the right time. Like, it's a real thing. So it's just things happen last minute. Like, even with Country Wayne skits, you know, I'm not in a storyline like consistently like I was at first, but it's like, I may get a call tonight. Hey, can you come film tomorrow?
Yeah.
Hey, can you come film Tuesday?
Yeah.
Or Thursday? It's like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, sometimes same with the TV and film industry. When I auditioned for a la carte, I didn't book it because I wasn't dark enough. I never looked for more darker girl. They contacted my manager at 3:00. I had to get the audition in by 4. 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I had less than 1 hour to get coached really fast, to take my audition, to edit it, to submit the audition. I didn't book it. That messed with me. I'm not gonna lie. And if I would have booked it, I would have had to be on the set the very next day instead of like 10 days. Yeah. And that same week, I was being considered for 3 different projects. I didn't book neither one of them. Yeah. And it messed with me because I'm like, it's not easy, man. You got to be strong. You got to be strong.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, life is inconsistent. Like, things happen, things come up. Like, and I'm a one woman show for right now. I have a fashion online boutique. I pack all my orders. I do everything by myself. But I know it's temporary. Yeah. And I tell myself that because I'm writing my story right now. Yeah. Nobody want to hear a boring story. Yeah. So that's all. I'm very aware of that part.
I love it. This thing keep going on, about to stress me out. Like, child. Anyways, honestly, when it comes down to just seeing you grow, because again, I've known you since 2015. You know what I'm saying? And
well, longer than that.
Longer than that, since 2013.
2013, 2012, 2013. Yeah.
And girl, the years don't even make sense no more. For me to see the growth and for me to know you personally, I think you do more, or you don't give yourself more credit. You need to give yourself more credit.
I need to do that more often.
You need to give yourself more credit, because there's a lot of people, more specific people that we even know, that are like, this girl really took something and ran with it. I mean, like a track team. You know what I'm saying? And I'm giving you your flowers right now, because I do feel that this isn't, you've said a lot, my peak. But I think that was just the doors opening for what's about to happen for you. And for what I see, and what, just from the volume of, again, the things that you've done, even from the girl in the yellow dress, all the way from Country Wayne, all the way to Stacy Abrams, all the way to Tyler Perry, all the way to even these other entities reaching out to you. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't do that to everybody.
Yeah, I had a big commercial. I had a commercial ad thing to do for Gain.
Yeah, they don't do, this is not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I do want to give you your flowers while you were still here. And when I say here, I mean in the studio. That was serious. But Shuntel Renay Boutique, the girl in the yellow dress, the actress, the icon, to be.
Thank you.
What else you got to say for us to close us out?
The most important part of your message right now was the last part that you just said to me, and I appreciate it.
Your flowers?
Just the whole thing. Everything. And, you know, just because it made me look at it from your standpoint of like, wow, that did open the door for me. Yeah. And I'm going to think about that. Yeah. And I just want to say thank you for having me here.
Yes, girl.
And hopefully I did touch somebody. And also too, it was just an eye-opening thing for me, because you asked me some really good questions, and I'm listening to myself talk, and I'm like, wow, look at what I'm saying. My thought process. So I just want to say thank you for having me here.
Yes,
this
girl.
is really cool.
Yes, girl. I was excited for you to be here. Yeah. Yes, and I know people have a lot of questions for not just you as an influencer, as an actress influencer. Let me put it that way.
And as a woman, who desire, for, you know, that personal life stuff ain't no joke either. I still go through stuff too.
Yeah. So between your looks, between having to stay fit, between having to do auditions in an hour, between having to drive an hour to get somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It's all worth it. And I think people need to see that. So me shedding a light was not just for me and my own curiosity, but also for everybody who decides that this is the path they want to take, and kind of get a little bit more insight from somebody who's actually successful right now.
Yes.
I love you, girl. Tell everybody where they can find you.
You guys can find me on the streets. I'm just playing. So you can just search my name, Shuntel Renay. SHUNTEL RENAY. You can search that name on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can Google my name. It's gonna, a lot's gonna come up. You'll find me. So thank y'all.
Google, y'all. This is Shuntel Renay. Make sure you follow her. Tap into all of her social media platforms. Again, she is somebody major, somebody to know, and somebody you need to be tapped in with. It is your girl, Stina Dias. Live Fast Pretty TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all the good things. We out, baby.
Thank you.